You've been a good mate, Bea. What do you mean, Bean? Forgetting me already, your bag? I'll never forget you. Never. Me neither, Lizzie.
Goodbye and good luck, Lizzie.
Thank you, Mrs. Davidson.
Are you sure you're going to be all right?
Yeah. It's been a pleasure knowing you, Mrs. Davidson.
The pleasure's all mine, Lizzie.
Where's Dor? Miss Bennett, Dor's not here.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Let you back inside again?
Oh, Miss Bennett, where's Doreen?
Anything else?
Only this. Cook needs extra meat tomorrow because of this afternoon's barbecue.
They certainly enjoyed the change.
They won't appreciate it. They'll just complain when they can't have it all the time.
I'm sure you'll be able to manage, Vera. Wentworth won't be quite the same without Lizzie Birdsworth.
No, the women are going to miss her. No phony heart attacks to cover up misbehaviour.
Well, if that's all. Yes?
Oh, Mrs. Davidson, it's about Lizzie Birdsworth.
Just a moment, Vera. What about her?
She's still outside the gates. She's been there for over an hour.
Wasn't Doreen Anderson supposed to meet Lizzie?
Yes.
Well, she hasn't arrived. How is Lizzie, Ted?
Looks pretty upset.
Oh, well, thanks for letting me know. I'll take care of it.
That's typical of Anderson.
Lizzie's quite upset.
And so she should be, locked up for 20 years and then left standing in the street. So much for honour among thieves.
I'll give her a lift to the halfway house and find out what's happened.
Well, I'll get these fixed.
Afternoon, Mrs. Davidson. She hasn't moved since I've been here. I think she's pretty scared.
Hello, Lizzie. Doreen not arrived yet.
Where is she, Mrs. Davidson?
Oh, she's probably having trouble getting here.
I'll give her trouble. What if she isn't? What if she don't want to see me?
Of course she wants to see you.
She didn't answer me letter. What if she don't? I got nobody else.
Well, you know what Doreen's like. She's probably mixed up the time. Look, why don't you come with me to the halfway house? I'm going that way.
What if she met some nice people and they didn't want to know about this?
We can find that out at the halfway house, can't we?
I'd much rather go back inside, Mrs. Davidson. Please.
Now, you know that's not possible. Come on, Lizzie. The taxi's coming.
Mrs. Davidson? Oh, nothing. I'm okay. Maybe there's nobody home.
Yes?
I'm Erica Davidson.
Mrs. Davidson from Wentworth. Oh, it's nice to meet you. Rhonda's the name, Rhonda West.
How do you do? This is Lizzie Birdsworth. She's just been released from Wentworth. I believe you're expecting her.
No, we weren't. But I'm sure we can organise something.
Lizzie is a very close friend of Doreen Anderson.
Yes, I know. I've heard her talk of you lots of times, but she didn't mention anything about today.
I wrote Dora a letter telling her I was getting out today.
Look, you better come inside. Doreen's just home from work. Visitors, Doreen?
Oh, Lizzie! Lizzie, what are you doing here? Oh, geez, it's good to see you.
Why didn't you meet me?
What are you talking about?
I wrote you a letter. I was waiting.
But I didn't get any letter. I didn't get any letter, did I, Rhonda? Oh, geez, Lizzie. Were you waiting outside the gates all that time and I never turned up?
Well, if you didn't know anything about it, it's not your fault, Doreen.
It's that Paul Reed, that social worker. It's his fault.
What do you mean?
Well, he didn't deliver the letter. I gave it to him and he said he was going to deliver it yesterday. Personal.
He didn't. I was here all day.
I'll speak to him, find out what happened.
He didn't deliver the letter. That's what bloody happened. I'll tell him a thing or two.
Well, don't worry, Lizzie. It's all turned out okay.
That's his bloody job. Leaving a person there with no one to pick him up. Who does he think he is?
Well, Mrs. Davidson will fix it.
I certainly will. First thing in the morning.
Oh, listen, Lizzie, what about you and me going down the pub after tea to have a celebration?
Yeah. All right. We got a lot to catch up on, haven't we?
We sure have.
Well, I must be going. Goodbye, Lizzie. Doreen, you can leave that matter with me.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Davidson.
Yeah, Mrs. Davidson. Thank you.
I'll see you out.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, have a good day. Oh, listen, did you remember to take steaks out of the freezer?
Yeah, they should be thawed by now.
Good. Well, how was college?
How's college all the time? It was okay.
Good. So... Okay, you first.
I went and saw the CES today.
Oh?
Yeah, I saw the careers officer. You know, about engineering apprenticeships. Just to find out, you know?
I see. Well, that's what I wanted to discuss with you. I saw Mackenzie today. We had a long chat about you. He said you've got a bright future, provided you learn to concentrate during your lectures.
Look, I've told you, all that academic stuff, it craps me right off.
It craps off a lot of people, Tony, but they stick with it to give themselves a chance.
Chance at what, Dad? Look, Mackenzie says I'm good. I know I'm good. But I want to get out and do something, not just talk about it.
Now, listen, mate, it's a hard world. It's not getting any easier. Kids without education are being thrown to the wolves.
There are plenty of jobs for engineers.
And don't kid yourself. You're not an engineer yet. And you're not likely to be if you make a habit of dropping out before you finish anything. Finishing things, that's important. I've seen lots of kids in your same situation. Making the same mistakes you're making, Tony, and believe me, I know what I'm talking about.
That's all I am to you. Just another one of your cases.
That's not true.
It doesn't matter what I think or what I want or anything. You always know what's best. You don't even bloody listen to me.
Tony, finish your course. It isn't for much longer. Then if you want to get a job, fine. You'll have a 100% better chance of getting it.
Shush yourself. You're making more noise than I am. Now, just a minute.
You remember that brew we made at the cooking class?
And the screws didn't have a clue.
Oh, that was a good brew, that was. You know what I used to think? I used to look out through them bars and I used to think,
I'll never get out to see a pub again.
Well, you sure made up for it tonight, Lizzie.
Strange how things change in 20 years. All